It's Sunday and I decided to do an upper body workout today. I'm gonna show you how I fixed my posture, focusing on the posterior chain. So your back, everything you see in the back. So I'm gonna work my back muscles, upper back, mid back, triceps, rear delts, which is the back of your shoulder. It's very neglected for most people. And if you want nice and healthy shoulders, if you want a good posture and you feel like you're tight and your shoulders are rounded, because maybe you sit at a computer, whenever you do a push move, your shoulders are gonna round in. When you do a pull move, your shoulders should open up, squeeze in the back. So can you guess what's better for posture? Pulling or pushing? Technically, if done properly, you should be able to do both, especially if you don't have any impingement. But I always say put more focus on the pulling, opening the chest, than the pushing. So 2 pulls for 1 push, but today we are doing absolutely 0 pushes because I don't want to close in at all today, even though I am doing some pushing throughout the month, definitely. We're gonna start with a warm-up. I'm gonna show you guys what I've been liking. Let's go. What I find works well for me, especially with my upper body, just trying to get my mind to muscle connection way better in my upper body. Obviously if you've been following me for a while, you know I put a lot of focus on my lower body training. So retraining my brain to do it properly in my upper body is I start a bit lighter than I'm used to, or quite a bit lighter. And I go nice and slow, and I don't stick to 1 rep range. Like, yes, I'm thinking I'm gonna do 12 in my head, but I end up doing the like 16 to 20 reps on all of those, 16 to 20. So I think I'm gonna go up in weight, pretty much. You know what, I might not even go up in weight, but what you could do is go up in weight for the second set and do less reps. So then you're doing it properly, you're getting used to the weight slowly. I think sometimes we go up too fast and we're not getting the right mind to muscle connection. So 100%, if you're not feeling in the right spots, slow it down, go down in weight and up your reps. Yeah, make every single rep count. I know that a lot of people think that if you go too high rep, you're not gonna get the right like muscle engagement, but I don't agree. I don't agree with that. You need to feel each rep, because I think most of the time people choose lightweight, not heavy enough, and they force themselves to stop at 12 because they're like, okay, 12 is where I'm gonna gain the most muscle. Well, not really. You need to pick the perfect weight, which is very tough to do depending on the day. So just do extra reps if you went a bit light, and if you went a bit heavy, do less reps. You don't need to be so focused on that rep range. All right, set number 2. I haven't decided if I'm going up in weight. I'll let you know. Okay, I am gonna go up in weight. I'm feeling good. First round was 16 to 20 reps. We're going up in weight on everything, and I'm still gonna aim for 12 plus. If I hit the right weight, then maybe it'll be less than 12, but I don't stick to that one number. Go to how it feels. When you can't do it properly anymore, then you stop. Or maybe you can only do partial reps, not full range of motion. Do a few extra like that, okay? Make each set count. Every single set matters. Set number 2 matters just as much as set number 1. Let's go. All right, the second set felt really, really good, but definitely I'd say my max, even though I did still do higher rep, I don't think I'm so much gonna do higher up this round, this last round, but I'm gonna do a drop set and then move on to my final upper body moves. So I'm gonna do as many as I can with strict form on my lat pull downs. Even if you don't get all the way down, that's better than forcing it and rounding your body, engaging. And same thing, if you don't get all the way back, it's better than forcing and using other parts of your body to compromise. So I used to think just full range of motion was most important no matter what, but now I go slow and I'm just focusing on doing it right. So that was quite heavy, but we're gonna do a drop set, one more round. So 8 to 12 reps, then I'm gonna go down in weight and just do perfect form and call it the first round. Then we go on. The other thing, guys, I'm doing triceps and back, but anytime you do pull, you're gonna get some bicep activation. I do feel my biceps quite a bit. So in case you're like, oh, why are you choosing triceps on a pull day? Because I wanna hit the backside. But I am still getting some front bicep. All right, let's go. Pushing to failure is trying not to let everything else tense up. That is something I'm really working on. Is my triceps are burning out. I don't want to just tense up my neck, shrug up my shoulders. You do that over time, it can hurt your neck and your shoulders. So you, as much as you can, you need to keep those shoulders down away from your ears and don't tense the neck, relax the neck. I did my best, but I stopped when I was tensing too much because that when I overactivate my trap, it's not what you want. You don't want to just feel your trap when you're doing something like your triceps. It means the weight's too much or you're not able to decompress the shoulders enough. So pushing away. Pretty much my favorite cue. I used to like back and down, don't like that anymore. Standing neutral, you're trying to kind of push. It's down, but it's down as much as you can, but not down forward. You're kind of pushing down, but the chest stays open. I find just focusing on a long neck, pushing my shoulders down, has helped me on like all my lifts, even deadlifts. That's my favorite cue right now. But on the tricep, definitely. And then when you're doing back moves, you want to see your shoulders move. So if your shoulders shrug up a bit, that's fine. They just don't want to stay there the whole move. You need to decompress. Compress, decompress. So if I'm going up and I'm feeling the stretch, ideally, maybe trying to keep the shoulders a bit more down from the ears and then pushing down. Final one. So my finishing moves, I'm just working on the row with a slight rotation. Just same thing, letting my scapula, my shoulder blade move throughout the movement has really been helping me. My injury, years of overuse, and yeah, my scapula wasn't gliding properly, and it's something I never really fixed, and it just kind of got worse. So now when I'm lifting, I'm making sure to keep it moving because I don't want it to stiffen up again. So on the row, I find if I bring it higher, it's just more comfortable than lower, because if I bring it lower, then I tend to shrug a little bit. So hence why I'm pulling from the top down or from slightly higher in. I just find it's a little bit easier for me to engage my back without engaging my upper traps. Granted, they get worked a lot anyway, but I'm trying to feel my back in the right spots. So my row with the rotation, keeping my shoulder down, really, when you're pulling, you want to think of opening up the chest every time, and opening up the shoulder. You don't let the shoulder round in. And then I'm doing a rear delt fly on the cable. That felt great, and working on the one arm overhead tricep extension, which I'm very weak at. Triceps are not my forte. It's something like I would skip a lot. Like, I want to do the biggest exercises for the most bang for my buck. So, you know, squats, deadlifts, you know, a big push move, a big pull move. That's what I've kind of focused on over the years, but I'm really trying to make sure that I'm making the time for those smaller muscle groups that I need to work on. So rear delts has helped my posture, has helped my shoulder. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that workout from my injury. It wasn't like something that happened overnight, but years of tennis, years of just not dealing with the internal rotation of my shoulder just got worse. And I was in pain for like a while, and injuries suck and they can still happen even if you're trying to do all the right things. But it's all about mindset and how we look at it. Yes, I did feel sorry for myself for a while. Like, I was frustrated, but I got the help from physios, from chiros, from massage therapists, and I just wasn't willing to give up. I wasn't willing to accept that this is how my shoulder was gonna be forever. It's feeling way better, and I'm relearning how to do everything properly. And I'm noticing how much worse I am at engaging properly on that side. So it's like I am now choosing to look at it like it's allowed me to like relearn, which is exciting, because when you're first new to the gym, it's very exciting. And I feel like I'm really taking the time for technique now, which is way more exciting. Like, I thought I had it down before, which I didn't. So now it's just like, it's been a new experience getting back into the gym, going down in weight. It's been humbling, and I've had to let go of my ego, but I think that's a good thing. You know, ego never serves us. Ego usually forces us into injury or lifting too much, or, you know, doing too much too soon, not listening to our body at all. So I've gotten better at ignoring my ego over the years and listening to what feels good. But relearning technique has been like really, really awesome. And that's why I've made those squat videos. Through this shoulder injury, I've retrained myself. I'm like really focusing on technique. Anyway, it's been kind of exciting. Like, and I've said this in other videos, if you want to learning knowledge, getting better at the movements, educating yourself, that is how you're going to really see long-term success. Understanding what muscles you're working, understanding your nutrition, you know, all that is going to make a huge difference in your results in the long run. I'd love to know what you're struggling with, what type of workouts you'd like me to show you. Let me know down below. You can use any of these exercises, even just the warm-up, into your routine. If you're working out at home, you can use a lot of those cueing, same thing that I'm showing here. Make sure you watch my last video where I talk about the reasons why you're not seeing results. There's 3 reasons that like 90% of the time is why you're not seeing results. So if you can just fix those 3, you'll be good. All right, guys, see you soon in the next one. Bye.